What a silly background. But I thought it was such a perfect background for today. And if you're finding this, I hope this finds you exactly at the right time. I have a feeling that things show up for us exactly when we need it. Think about that. How about if everything is just happening right on time and the synchronicity of it all? So I had this thought today. I had this real, it's not a happy thought, but it's what it is. So I thought I'm going to share it with you. Here's the thought. I have a very big regret. And I'll say to you, and I don't regret a lot, but I think we can look back at our regrets or our experiences that we have, and we can learn from them. And so, what was my regret? And so, my regret is this. I have three children. I have three daughters, and my oldest daughter said she wanted to accomplish something. And I said, well, that's not possible. Oh, my heart still to this moment, it hurts me. It hurts me because of this. Not because it's not that I didn't think she was capable of it. It was that I probably didn't think I was capable of it, or I didn't have proof before of experience that I noticed that it was possible. And so my recollection, my belief system stopped me from saying, yes, you can. Yes, you can. You can accomplish whatever your gut or your soul desires. And I'll say, okay, I do regret the experience, but I'll say it also was for her highest good, probably, because everything is happening for us divinely, and I can't go back. But I can take that response. I could see that I had that experience and that it bothers me still to this day. And I think that's probably 15 years ago. And I can see that I don't have to repeat it. So the idea of what's possible and what's not possible and where we block ourselves, but also where we block our children, our friends, our husbands, our wives, our partners, our anybody of our own fears or our own disbelief of keeping somebody and saying that's not possible where it is possible. Where how about if anything and everything was possible and how important it is to have people around us that say that we can do something. And so I am sorry to my daughter. And I apologize for that. And I apologize to them a lot, right? Because I'll say that I have my conditioning and my belief systems and how hard it is for me not to fall into the trap of thinking I know what's possible and what's not possible. Because I'll say to you, here's the secret. None of us know what's possible. We can't imagine what we can't imagine yet. We can't imagine that the person like, let's go to the 5 minute mile. Before somebody broke the 5 minute mile, no one knew it was possible. And then once it was broken, then it continued to get broken. It needs somebody to do it first. And then once we have the experience of that, then we know it. And that's true with our lives. It's we can't see what's possible because our experience is that it's not possible. Or we can't experience that somebody will show up in a different way because what we've known from them is that. But how about if we just closed our eyes and before our quick response of what we can do or what we can't do, we took a breath and we just said, what if I could do what I want? What if that person would show up differently than they've shown up before? How about if I have no clue what's possible? What if I think I can? What if you think you can? So maybe I was supposed to, long time ago, tell her that she couldn't so that I could be here right now. And I'll say to you, how about if you knew you can? If you knew you could? And then if it's in your heart and there's a desire or a feeling that maybe it's possible, it probably is possible. That's why it's in our heart. And then we have this little voice in our head that says, no, you can't do it. It's not possible. Or you have a parent or a sibling or a husband that throws water on your idea or your fire. Think about that. You get this idea, this possibility, and then not only does your mind torch it, but then the people around you torch it. And we lose hope. And so it doesn't matter what happened before because we can't control what happened in the past, but we can control our responses now. And so what are your regrets? What do you feel like you could have done differently? And are you doing it differently now? How about if I could say you can do it to anybody that came in my way, or that I could do it? If I had this thought, I can do it without worrying about all the deep steps that it's going to take and all the fears that come with it, or the possibility of succeeding. In a way, I think we're the hardest on ourselves, and the hardest person to ourselves is our own mind saying we can't do that. Who do you think you are? Well, who do you think you aren't to be doing it? Who aren't you? You're this divine source of light. So are your children, and anything and everything is possible. We don't know what's possible. It's a brand new day, brand new experience. And what does it look like today if you're brave, if courageous, and if you believed you could? I go back to children's stories and how much they teach us. I have an itch on my nose. And the little engine that could. I think I can, I think I can, I think I can. The little engine had a real purpose. It knew what it wanted. And I'll say to you, that's part of our thing. If we have to set the intention and then we have to start to move our feet, set the intention and then move our feet. And then when we get blocked, take a breath, stop and say, I can do this. I can do this. You can do this. So use my past experience to pass on to your children that they can do something and help them, give them the tools. And whether they do or they don't do it, right? It doesn't matter. It's that they think they can, or give them the potential that they think they can, because it's our own limiting mind. It's our own limiting thoughts that tell us otherwise. And you know what? I'm tired of those limiting thoughts, aren't you? So let's all cheer each other on. Let's teach each other that we can do anything and everything. We can. I mean, think about a mother and the fact that if like they were below a car, that the mother could lift a car, they become like superwoman. How is that possible? I mean, we hear things all the time, people going without food and starving and they can live through it. And we peep survival stories. I mean, we're experiencing this all the time. We see true life heroes, people that could accomplish so much, be so brave. And so if they can do it, you can do it too. I could do it. Our children could do it. So thank you for being brave. Thank you for being brave, courageous, and thank you for knowing that you can. Because if there's a gut feeling in your belly, or a feeling in your children's belly, or a feeling in your husband's belly, how about if it's because they can do it? So what a silly little screen. I'm like in a box. And that's actually even just funny, right? Like, where am I? Who am I? Is it all an illusion? Am I in this little box in my make-believe world of what I think I can, I think I can't? But think about it, if I am on TV, I can do anything. I'm a superhero. I'm capable of doing anything on the TV. That's why I think we watch TV, is so we can get a belief system about ourselves. And if they can do it on the TV, maybe we can. I mean, I don't know. I don't think we could fly. Who am I to say that we're never going to fly? Who am I to say what's possible? My mind, my intellectual mind says probably not. But in some ways we do fly, right? We go on hang gliders, we go on planes. And so radical open-mindedness, radical open-mindedness to what's possible. And maybe we'll surprise ourselves. Maybe our children will surprise us. Maybe our parents will surprise us. Maybe the people in our lives will show up differently if we have a really radically open mind. So I thank you. I thank you for listening to this. I thank you for clicking on this channel and hitting subscribe. And you never know what I'm going to say. And I actually never know what I'm going to say before I say it either. So it's fun. It's fun. It's fun to be human. Go out, be brave today. Know you're worthy. Know you're enough. And know that if there's a thought in your head, maybe it's what your soul wants to do. And my children are watching this. You can do anything you want. And if you're not my children, you could do anything you want to do. And if you think you can, you can. And if you think you can't, you can't. Either way, you will be right. So it is. Sending you love and so much joy.